Good morning, everybody. So here we are with part 2 of our journal tags and bookmark slow stitching project. So I wanted to show you guys how I start this process. So what I do is I trace my tag. Now we're gonna try and figure out the design that we want. Again, I'm not very good at drawing or anything like that, so let's just go for it, right? Okay, so let's start with a vine. Start with a vine and then just kind of make our way like so, right? Okay, and then on the vine we want to put flowers. So I want to put a flower here. Let's put a flower right here. So I'm gonna just rough draft a 5-petal flower. Okay, and then maybe one more over here. So I'm just gonna do a circle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then kind of rough draft a leaf like so. And then over here, let's go ahead and put like a little mini flower, and then with a leaf. Of course we want some leaf. This one will do just the vine. We want leaf here, maybe a vine over here like so. I hope you can see what I'm doing. And then a leaf, maybe a vine, maybe with a little flower and a leaf going on there. Do that, and then let's do another flower right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just put like so. Of course we want a leaf there. And then this one, let's do another vine with a leaf going here, a leaf going there. Let's do another flower right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, leaf. And then I'm gonna do another little bud there, leaf, and another leaf here. There's my image. I hope you can see. And then once that's done, I want to go ahead and place my lettering, and let's do the C. And all I do is I trace. Just like that. And then I'm done with my image. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this guy, giving myself a little room. So now we have that. And what we're gonna do is just go ahead and let's start stitching. Let's work with the vine. We're gonna decide on the color. Okay, let's find our floss, we're just gonna decide what color we want our flower. Just gonna use pretty much just the three colors. There. I think that's it, and then I will take one of these to match our flower. Okay, this is close enough, I think. All right, so let's go ahead and work on the vine. I'm using 2 floss here, and then I just do the stem stitch. I like to stitch everything in the same color, just depending on the type of project, you know, how detailed it needs to be. Then you might have to do a little at a time of every color, you know, one project at a time. But this one is really simple, so I'm just gonna go ahead and work with one thread all the way until I finished everything in the same color. All right, so this is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna finish everything up, and then I'll bring you back as we get closer to the end. Okay, so I finished the stem, and now I ended up here, but I have this little bud with a little bit of green leaf on the edge, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of satin stitch here. It's not very much, so maybe 3 stitches on each side will do, and then it'll be done. So there you go, that's that. Everybody finished different on their backs. I just, if I have room to weave it, I would just weave it and give it, you know, weave it a good length there so it doesn't unravel, but sometimes I am forced to just tie a knot. So now I'm gonna just continue on and working on my my greens. We're gonna do all the leaves, and then we'll go with the flower, and that's when we're gonna start seeing the image come to life, probably twice as much. So I went up to the tip of my leaf and then just come down about the size of a piece of rice, and then come back up as close as you can to where you started, and then just pull, and then come back, and then back on the other side of your first stitch there, and then just like that. And then you're gonna, you know, come down and then come back, so it's like side to side. Okay, side to side, coming down ever so slightly, forming that little leaf as you come up from the bottom. Bring it so close to the last one, and then pull, and then go over just slightly on the other side of that last stitch, and then bring it, and then one more time. That looks good to me. Okay, bring you closer. I can't see. I hope you guys can see there. Okay, so I'm going to continue doing this and then bring you back when we do the flower. Okay, so here's what it looks like so far. We've done all the greens, and now we're going to do the flowers. We go down to the center of your flower and do a big stitch. Bring it back down, securing that petal. Okay, and then come back up to the center. Bring your needle back up to the center of that. You can do another stitch if you like, another satin in there. just to fill up the petal, and then bring it back down just below that first stitch, guys, to secure that petal, just like that. And then we move on to the next one. I will keep on working on this, and then once it's done, I will show you and we'll work on the letter. Alright guys, here it is. What do you think? I think it turned out pretty. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the letter C, and I think I'm gonna go for the blue. What do you guys think? Yeah, I used 2 strands. I pulled my wax to condition this thread a little bit because it keeps wanting to tangle on me. So let's go ahead and do the C, and this with the letters I just use the stem stitch on my letterings. I like to start where you can get, let's do this, you can get a good straight finish, so it's hard to tell where you began your stitches. So, and I just go from the bottom up and then back down sort of halfway where I had my last stitch, just like that. And back up here, you want to keep your tension really nice so your letter is gonna come out really nice and clean. Okay everybody, so here it is, it's finished. Now we just gotta finish up the tagget itself, and then I'm gonna just hand stitch this little eye on it. Okay, that's it. And then I'll go to the machine and sew it, but before I do it, I'm gonna go ahead and just iron it nice and flat. Okay guys, so I ironed it, and now all I gotta do is just sew this to finish it up. I'm just staying in the line. You know, I'm gonna do it on the bottom here. I'm staying on the line, and I have about 12 inches or so, 12 stitches per inch on my sewing machine here, so it's nice and tight, and it'll help control the fraying on our fabric as we use the tag. So I'm just using pretty much almost the same color, the closest color I could find to match my fabric here. But you could definitely use whatever color you want to match it with your embroidery here if you like. I just don't have the same color of thread on my stash with this guy, so I'm just staying true to the I'm just staying true to the color of my canvas here. And so I'm gonna go around one time and then one more time with 1/8 of an inch apart from each other inside. There you go guys. Let's go over to the other table and put the tassel. So we're just gonna trim it. You can use pinking shears on this if you have it. Mine is downstairs, so I'm just gonna use this scissors I have on hand and just try to get it as close as possible to the edge. And then I have this upholstery needle with a big eye. This is not the right color of red, but I'm just using it just to show you guys so we can finish up the the project here. Obviously you want it to match, and all I do is I pull it through. If it doesn't go through, you can use your seam ripper to kind of open up a little bit with this hole. But it looks like we're making it happen here. So and that's it, and then you just put the loop through, and just like that we have a beautiful hand embroidered bookmark. I think it turned out pretty. What do you guys think of the flower? Oh, and I also stamped the back so you can, you know, you can write down some notes, or like I said, the book, your favorite book. With this, I should use it. And I also used a iron-on. I use a double-sided light heat and bond. I got this at Joann. Anyways, it's heat and bond, double-sided one. And I use that to give it a little bit more body, but not too thick. Not too thick. See the difference? This one does not have a heat and bond, and this one does. It just have a little bit more body to it. It's not as flimsy as this one. So anyways, I think it turned out pretty. So I can't draw very good, so if you have a better artistic ability, you certainly can get really creative with this idea. So alright guys, I hope that is helpful, and I hope that you give it a try, and that I was able to inspire you to be creative. Bye.